How humans survived when everything wanted to eat them. Imagine waking up in a world with no houses, no fences, no locks, and no safe place to hide. Every trip to find food or water could become your last. A lion might be hiding in the grass. A crocodile could be waiting beneath the river's surface. Hyenas followed the scent of weakness. At night, the darkness belonged to predators. For millions of years, this was everyday life for our ancestors. Long before cities, farming, or even the first permanent shelters, humans lived in one of the most dangerous environments our species has ever faced. Compared with the animals around them, they seemed completely outmatched. They had no claws, no sharp teeth, no thick fur. They couldn't outrun a cheetah or overpower a bear. By every measure, humans should have become another extinct branch of evolution. Instead, they survived. Today, more than 8 billion people inhabit every continent on Earth. So how did a slow, fragile primate become the planet's dominant species? The answer wasn't strength. It wasn't speed. And it certainly wasn't luck. It was intelligence, cooperation, and thousands of generations of small discoveries that slowly changed the course of human history. To understand this remarkable story, we need to travel back over 2 million years. The earliest members of the human family lived in Africa alongside some of the most formidable predators the world has ever known. Saber-toothed cats prowled the grasslands. Enormous hyenas possessed crushing jaws powerful enough to break the bones of large mammals. Giant crocodiles waited silently at riverbanks, while packs of wild dogs hunted with deadly coordination. For these predators, an isolated human was an easy opportunity. Our ancestors were neither the strongest nor the fastest animals in their environment. But they possessed something that would eventually change everything. They stayed together. Living in groups dramatically improved their chances of survival. A lone individual could easily become prey. A group of 20 people shouting, throwing stones, and advancing together presented a much greater risk. Large predators rarely seek unnecessary fights. Even a small injury can prevent a lion or leopard from hunting successfully, leading to starvation. If attacking humans became dangerous, choosing another prey animal was often the safer decision. Cooperation became humanity's first great survival strategy. Over countless generations, natural selection favored individuals who communicated, protected one another, and worked as a team. Then came one of the greatest turning points in human history: fire. Few discoveries transformed our species more completely. Fire provided warmth during cold nights and allowed humans to expand into new environments. It made food safer by killing harmful bacteria and parasites. Smoke helped drive away insects that spread disease. Perhaps most importantly, fire changed the balance between humans and predators. Most large carnivores instinctively avoid flames. A burning campfire created a protective boundary that few animals were willing to cross. For the first time, humans could sleep with a measure of safety. Night was no longer controlled entirely by predators. Fire also hardened wooden spear tips and extended the hours during which people could work, prepare food, and share knowledge. It became the center of human life. Long before permanent settlements appeared, our ancestors relied on another important survival strategy. They climbed. Evidence suggests early humans retained excellent climbing abilities inherited from earlier ancestors. Sleeping in trees reduced the danger from lions, hyenas, and other ground predators. Later, caves offered shelter from weather, but they introduced a new challenge. Humans often competed with cave bears, cave lions, and hyenas for the very same shelters. Many archaeological sites show that people and predators occupied the same caves at different times over thousands of years. Finding a safe home was never simple. As human brains grew larger, another remarkable advantage emerged: language. Unlike any other species, humans could share detailed information about dangers they had encountered. One person who spotted a leopard could warn the entire group. Knowledge no longer disappeared when an individual died. Instead, each generation inherited the experience of those before it. Children learned where predators hunted. Which rivers were safest? Which seasons brought greater danger? Human knowledge began accumulating across generations, becoming one of our greatest evolutionary advantages. Technology also advanced. By around 400,000 years ago, humans were crafting carefully balanced wooden spears. These were not simple sharpened branches. They were designed tools that allowed people to defend themselves from a distance. Groups working together could drive away dangerous predators without entering the reach of claws and teeth. Over time, predators also learned. Animals that encountered organized groups of humans often avoided them in the future. For the first time, fear was beginning to flow in both directions. Humans also mastered something few mammals can match: endurance. Although we are poor sprinters, humans are exceptional long-distance runners. Our ability to cool ourselves through sweating allows us to remain active long after many animals overheat. This unique adaptation made persistence hunting possible. Instead of outrunning prey, humans simply kept moving until exhausted animals could no longer escape. It was an extraordinary strategy that relied on patience rather than speed. By around 50,000 years ago, humans had combined all these advantages into something entirely new: fire, language, tools, planning, cooperation, endurance. Each innovation built upon the last. Together, they transformed humans from vulnerable prey into highly successful hunters capable of thriving in environments across the globe. As people spread into new continents, they reshaped ecosystems wherever they went. Some large mammals and predators disappeared, influenced by a combination of changing climates and increasing human pressure. The exact causes remain the subject of scientific debate, but one fact is clear: humans had become one of the most powerful forces in nature. Our ancestors never evolved sharper claws or stronger jaws. Instead, they evolved something far more powerful: the ability to learn, adapt, and pass knowledge from one generation to the next. That ability changed everything. The greatest survival tool humans ever developed wasn't a weapon. It was cooperation. Every lesson shared around a campfire. Every child taught how to recognize danger. Every hunter who warned others of a predator nearby. Together, those moments created a chain of knowledge stretching across thousands of generations. That chain carried our species through one of the most dangerous chapters in its history. And it is the reason every one of us is here today.